So today at Talk Tactic, we just got out of the second day of the Jason Capital event, the High Status Summit, and the speakers are great. Some of the things we learned about just really quickly are the idea of closing the gap between the time when you learn about something to the time you take action on that new information that you learned. And the idea is to take that time gap and close it as small as possible to zero time gap.
The other thing that we learned at the High Status Summit was about the living sales letter method. And this was a really interesting idea. Brian McGinn was talking about it. And basically what it is this concept when you are trying to reach out to people and make sales, where you're using social media to create this sort of intimate space, this intimate interaction between you and your audience. And I think it's like a really interesting way of trying to do business. It's more of the future, I think, in a lot of ways. And I think for people that are smaller, have a smaller footprint than, say, someone like Versace or Coke or someone like, or a big company name like that, I think it's a really good way to just connect and get a good solid customer base. So
there was one other thing we were talking about.
Okay, so the third idea is this idea of just one. So when you're gonna make an email or you're gonna message people, you only have one link in the email connecting your customers to the item that you're trying to sell, and you're only having that one idea inside of the letter, inside of the message. So
right. So in other words, you don't have an email and it has 4 or 5 different links to 4 or 5 different pages. You have one email, one link that goes along with that, one idea that you're pushing, and one product.
Yeah. And I think a really cool thing about being at the summit was you got to meet with a lot of young, ambitious men and women. There wasn't too many women.
There's like a couple, 2 or 3 women there.
Yeah, there was one girl that really stood out. Her name was Sarah, and she said that she was a joy and abundance coach.
She is a life coach.
Yeah.
And she's actually a good person to check out for our audience to check out. And we got to meet some other interesting people. I got to meet a pretty cool fighter there, and I actually got to meet a filmmaker there, so I thought that was cool. We exchanged information, and to me, the biggest benefit to this was networking and the contacts that I had access to at this event.
Yeah, and it was my chance to start kind of using Instagram and Facebook in a new and different way that I'm not used to doing. But one of the things that I really want our audience members to know is that, you know, me and Johnny, we're not afraid to go outside of our comfort zone and meet new people. And like for me, it was kind of a little bit of an experience trying to network and talk to people you've never met before. But at the end, when you do it, it's really satisfying. You know, you make some real cool connections and you meet some really cool people, and you get to tell your story and you get to hear their story, and you find all these different ways of connecting with folks. And you know, a lot of people really resonated with this idea that you take the nice guy and you can make him into a good man, you know, and that just really resonated with a lot of guys out there. Yeah, so there was this one guy I was telling him my story, and he totally resonated. He's like, yeah, man, like, I've tried before to be this guy that just tells girls what he wants and just like aggressive and mean and just a jerk to them and not care, but I can't help it, man. I have a big heart. I can't help it. I gotta do what's right. And I was like, yeah, man, that's great. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Nice guys are good, but you want to take that core and turn it into a good man. And you could really tell that this was a good kid. He had he just got a good presence about him, man. I really enjoyed talking to him. And you know, it's like I was forced to talk to him because during the summit, they had pre-programmed, a part of the event, practicing your speaking skills and talking skills and stuff like that. So you had to get a new partner every time. So it was really good. It was really good.
2 other ideas I want to mention here, and we're running out of sunlight, so we're going quick here. The first idea is that public speaking is a very high value skill to have. And we've been developing our public skills our public speaking skills on our channel. And then this was a great opportunity to practice, like Mike said, our public speaking skills to other people. And the other idea that I like about this summit is that here you have, in a very concentrated place, a large number of people who excel and are driven. I like that idea quite a lot. When we were coming back from one of our breaks, we saw a guy jumping over a bench. It was pretty long. And I think we posted that video, didn't we?
Yeah,
or we're going to post that video?
I posted that on Snapchat.
Yeah, it's on Snapchat. So I like this idea that in one concentrated place, you can have people all over the world who excel at what they do, and they're very driven to excellence.
Yeah,
I like that idea a lot. I think it's very valuable for anybody who has ambitions, great ambitions that they want to accomplish.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you to all our tacticians out there, and we're going to be trying to bring you more content like this, where we're breaking the format and we're doing something new. So, and stepping out and you know, pushing our boundaries and getting out of our comfort zone. So I'm definitely out of my comfort zone right now.
It's kind of cold out here. So we'll see you guys later.